close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello, my friends. I hope you're well. I hope you're fine. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thanks very much. Guys, just let me know, can you hear me perfectly clear? That's the main thing. Can you hear me? And you should notice as well that the sound is 10 times better. So while I'm just doing this, I hope the sound is quite good for you, by the way. Let's go through this. So first off, it's just thanks user 4010, thanks very much for your support, and to Roger Leo as well, thanks very much. Briandon, good evening, my friend, you're always here first, so that's always good to see. So let's go for it. Carol, hope you're well. Stevie boy, hope you're well. Roger, good. David McHugh, hope you're well, hope you're fine. Stevie Barker again, where are we? Mario, hope you're well, hope you're fine. Where are we? Donna Marsh, hope you're well. James, hope you're well. I saw Max and that round here. Jane, hope you're well. Vic Patterson, hope you're well. Facebook user, I don't know who you are. David Banfield, hope you're well, hope you're fine. Shane Sweeney, Jackie Brennan. Sorry if I've missed anyone. I've got my bloody glasses on. That's why I keep putting my glasses on them like that. I keep leaving them off. So yeah, so hello everybody, hope you're well. Hi Letty, hope you're well. So hi Jane. Good. So yeah, the sound should be really good tonight. I am actually in the. You were going to get the first sighting of the new studio tonight, but unfortunately, I need just one more cable. Little boy's on. My little boy's just come on as well. Hello, little Jack. Ray Duffy. Hello, Renee. Hope you're well. Good. Yeah, I know the focus has gone tonight, mate. It's because I'm on here. But on that, hello, mate. Hello, Marky. Hope you're well, mate. Mate, I'm getting like you. I'm getting older like you, buddy. So, guys, what we're going to be talking about tonight is we're going to be talking about hypnosis. We're going to be talking about hypnosis inductions. And a lot of people, even Simon, a lot of people get themselves really hooked up about the hypnosis induction. So I really want to cover this one, and I want you to do it. Hi, Hugh. I want you to really hone this one in. Good evening, subliminals. Debs. Give us a bell tomorrow, Marky. Yeah, the key thing is I really want to cover this one because it's an email that I get every single day. Believe it or not, it doesn't matter how many times, even in Eric, it doesn't matter how many times I do this and I talk about it and I talk about the pre-talk, that some people just don't get it. So I'm not only going to just go through it tonight, I'm going to take you through it. Evening, Yosef, evening, John. And the key thing about that is I'm going to take you through on a journey. I'm going to take you through on some hypnosis tonight. And the key fundamental thing is about just causing that belief to get something to go on. Now, the chances are that hypnosis has already started for you because of you coming onto this channel tonight. And if you're new to hypnosis, then I'll just go through it. Good evening, Bex. And the key thing for you is about knowing where to start with your hypnosis induction. And I don't worry about too much about. Good evening, Jules. I don't worry too much now about the mechanical side of it. You'll all see me do the Maggie fingers and do it like that. That's all well and good. But good evening, Rami. That's just the part of it. The key thing is that we're going to experience hypnosis tonight, and I want you to experience it. I want you to enjoy it. And the key thing is that I just want you to go through the process tonight for yourself so you can appreciate it. Because hypnosis itself is nothing more than using your imagination. Nothing more, nothing less. Anyone sitting there telling you about brain waves, brain states, all that type of stuff, I couldn't give a monkeys about that. Good evening, Keith. And the key thing about it is It's about just pure focus and imagination. I'm not worried about theta states. I'm not worried about it. I eat nut, no nut. I'm not worried. I'm really not about that. And a lot of people, I see them in groups, are worried about, oh, I can't get theta state and I can't do this and I can't do that. Well, don't worry about it, because all we're going to do tonight is we're going to just talk about focus. And we're going to talk about imagination. That's all we're going to talk about. And the key thing about hypnosis that will start with you whenever you're ready is that with that hypnosis that you experience will be different to everybody else's. Some people now will probably start to notice certain things happening as they sit there. You may notice, just the chair underneath you. You may notice your shoes on your feet. You may just notice certain things. And that's one of the key things that I like to talk about first, is about just building it up gently. So then what you can do then is come in and then do the hypnosis induction if you so choose. I very, very, very rarely do it now. I very rarely even bother with a hypnosis induction. And I'll tell you for why, because I learned very quickly that the hypnosis induction itself has got nothing, absolutely nothing to do with hypnosis, except for flicking the belief over. So already tonight, what I've started is a process. I've just started the process of talking about hypnosis. Now, some of you will experience it, like I mentioned a moment ago, is that hypnosis, your hypnosis, may start at the top of your head. It may start at the tips of your toes, but it may start in your fingers. You may just notice certain things that are happening in your body now. And it's about noticing those things now internally in your body. You may notice the breathing, you may notice movement inside your body, you may notice muscle twitches and stuff, but that's just drawing your attention further in. That's all I'm doing. My job as a hypnotist is to keep you focused, to keep your imagination fired off. And by getting you to imagine feeling your feet, getting you to imagine the tips of your toes, getting you to imagine the top of your head, is a vital part of what I need to do. Is a vital part of everything that I do. Most of you know I go out of it like a rat, like an absolute lunatic sometimes when I'm doing stuff. It's just fast, frenetic, but sometimes I have to slow it down. I really do. And that's something that some people have asked me about as well, about speed and tonality. Yeah, they all come into it. But the thing is the key thing to start anybody off is to get them to focus on themselves, to get them to focus within. That's the key thing. Get that focus, get them to imagine certain things. And once you've got that and you've changed that, then what you do then is you just look at the tonality, your tonality, you look at the way that you're speaking to people. And some of you now are probably starting to slump in your chair even further. You may notice now certain things happening to you. Now, the key thing about this is that you as a hypnotist have just got to start to realize that the hypnosis starts way before that hypnosis induction takes place. That's all we're going to say. Is that if you start to master that, then your sessions will just keep going off and becoming more and more effective than what they probably are at the moment. Now, some of you who know me are probably thinking, he's just waffling on. Well, the key thing is about keeping that waffle on, by the way, just to allow you to go into your sense of hypnosis now. Because I don't need your eyes to close to keep you captivated on this channel right now. I can change my tonality, I can change my speech patterns, I can do whatever I want to. But keeping you engaged, keeping you focused, and keeping that imagination fired up is all I technically need. And what we're going to do tonight is we're just going to go through a little process. I'm not even going to take you through a hypnosis induction, that whole stuff. I'm just going to take you through a very simple way of getting that hypnosis fired up. And that all this pre-talk that I'm talking about right now, getting you to imagine things, getting you to focus, is all vitally important. And this is why I'm going to say it again. It's probably about the 900th time, the 900th bloody time that I've done this. If I had a pound, right, for every time that somebody sent me an email regarding pre-talks or the speed or the tonality, I'd have more money than Mark Williams. That's a fact. I'd have more cars than Mark. But the thing is that we're going to go through that process. I'm going to take you through it slowly. I'm going to do it, and we're going to go through that. We're going to do it, and then I'm going to demonstrate to you whilst you're sat in the safety of your own home. Don't forget, ladies and gents, if you are driving a car or you are doing anything, shut down or just just turn me off and watch me later. Or do anything. There will be hypnosis in a moment. You're probably all going to experience hypnosis in a moment. In fact, you are going to experience hypnosis in a moment. The thing is that what you'll notice is that I've been using all the way through this while I've been talking about it. It's about hypnosis. It's about the way I'm using the word hypnosis and hypnotherapy with everything. By the way, guys and girls, really sorry about this, but if you do hear any odd noises in the background, it's not me, it's Stanley, the dog. But the thing is that if you just allow yourself, if you do that, if you just allow yourself to use that word hypnosis and hypnotherapy or trance, or just allow yourself just to use your imagination, you'll notice in all of my videos, imagine, just focused imagine, and that's all I use. A lot of people want to overcomplicate this shit. They really do. They really want to overcomplicate this to sell you a product. My job is to simplify it and show you the fundamental core basics. Now, some of you will be sitting there going, well, this is just conversational hypnosis. You can call it what you bloody well want. I don't care. But on the same token, the point being is that. Don't forget, guys and girls, if you are watching me, by the way, on or watch me in a car or anything like that, just be mindful not to, or doing anything silly. Just be mindful because we're going to go through the hypnosis process now. Okay, so your hypnosis, I want you to sit down in your chair now. Just your hypnosis chair. You can do whatever you want. Very old way of doing things. Just go sit down in your hypnosis chair. Just do what you need to do to make yourself comfortable. And all I want you to do is when you're there, and when you know you're there, all I want you to do is I just want you now just to feel that comfort, that knowledge that you're there safely. Okay. And this time I just want you to imagine, only imagine now, your little toe. Now you might think, why am I getting you to do that? Just imagine your little toe now. Just imagine it there. Just focus on it. Just focus on your little toe. Just as I just do that now. Just notice that little toe. You may notice part of your foot now. That's all you're doing. You're just noticing. That's all you're doing. Just drawing your attention towards your foot right now. But I want you to draw more attention now as it comes up through your knee. Just notice it. Just notice it now. Just notice it coming up through your knee, up to your hips. Just notice any weight, any distribution that's changing in your body. Just imagine that now. Just notice your shoulders changing. Just notice anything that's going on. Just notice that going across your hips and allow that just to flood into that other leg now. Just notice it. And you may notice now, a slight change in your legs now. You may notice it. Good evening, Steve. And you may notice it going all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just notice your hypnosis, whatever it is. If you try and lift your legs now, just try. If you try and lift your legs, you may notice just something, one thing different. That all it's doing is just bringing your attention, drawing your attention to your legs now. That's all I'm doing. And all I want you to do now is allow that hypnosis, wherever it is in your body now, just to circulate round. Maybe coming up into your stomach. Just notice it. Notice it now going all the way into your shoulders. And you'll probably notice now, maybe it's drifting into your fingertips. It may well be just drifting all the way around your body now, your hypnosis. And just allow it. Just allow your hypnosis, that powerful hypnosis that you know you can go into, just to happen now. Just feel it, notice it, sense it. But that hypnosis can be there now. And it can flood all the way around your body. Like when it hits your heart, you could probably just imagine what it feels like now. For that just to start pumping around your heart now. Just pumping around every single nerve and muscle around your body as it just starts to go around. And just notice your breathing just starting to change now. Just take in a nice big deep breath for me. And just allow that hypnosis, your hypnosis now, just to let it out. And any hurt, pain, guilt, shame, anger, frustration can flow out with it now. Anything that may pop up. If you notice anything popping up now, anything of negativity, anything that may well have happened during the day, I want you to just breathe in, breathe out, just let it flow. Just let whatever that emotion is come up. And that hypnosis, your hypnosis, can allow it to happen now. As we open up, we engage with that subconscious, unconscious, that monkey brain of yours now. Just allow it. Because the hypnosis that you're experiencing is your hypnosis. Good. When you're ready, just take a nice big deep breath. And all I want you to do now is just draw your attention to your eyelids. Just notice those eyelids now. Just maybe starting to flutter, maybe start to flicker, maybe just starting to blink, or even if they are closed now, just allow them just to drift down even further. Just notice the weight, just notice the weight, just notice the weight now of your hypnosis, that powerful hypnosis, your hypnosis. Just starting to trickle into those eyelids, just making them blink now. And just allow your hypnosis, that powerful hypnosis that you want, just to take you on a mystical, magical journey. If your eyes aren't closed now, just close your eyes. Just allow yourself, while I sit here do this, to allow you just to imagine somewhere perfect, somewhere amazing. Just imagine being with somebody. And just imagine what it feels like now for any of the negativity, any hurt, any pain, any guilt or shame, anything that you've been holding within inside your body. Now we've gone through the whole of your body. Just notice it. If anything's there, if anything's not feeling right, just imagine what it feels like now, just to let it just flood out your body now. Just notice anything that's been going on in your body, just starting to move and shift now. All hypnosis is just drawing your attention to certain parts, to allowing you to focus and just use that imagination. That's all I'm doing. And just imagine, only imagine now. Just imagine, only imagine now what it feels like now. With that powerful, powerful, powerful mind of yours, that powerful subconscious. Just imagine now what it feels like now. What it feels like now. Just to pretend, just imagine. Just pretend. What it feels like now. Just to feel it just being pulled out of your body. All of the tension, the stress, the strain. Just imagine any hidden emotion just being pulled out one by one, piece by piece. Just imagine as it happens now. Something may come up now. Use it. If you want to do it with your eyes open, you're more than welcome to. But we only keep our eyes closed because it amplifies that state. And if we just use that now, if we just use that powerful imagination of yours right now, to just imagine, only imagine what it feels like now, just to feel it being drawn out, sucked out. Now. That's all you've got to do. And whatever that powerful subconscious, that powerful unconscious, that powerful monkey brain of yours now needs to do, just let it flood out. Because that's all your hypnosis is doing. Opening up all those channels, all those areas in your body, just letting go of all that pressure and tension. Just imagine what it feels like now. That big thing that's been holding you right up, that big thing. Just allow it. Just allow it just to come up to the surface. And float away and drift away like you've never done before. Just imagine it. Just imagine that big thing that you've been holding on to for all that time. Just imagine it. Bringing it right to the surface now. Just allowing it. Just let it feel it. Just let it go. Just notice it. Flood out. Drift out. Whatever you need to do. Because you know it's that thing that's coming up, particular for you, needs to go, needs to do something, needs to evaporate, needs to dissipate. Just imagine it. And then all you've got to do then is to start drawing your attention as you just let go of all those negativities, of any good things, any powerful things that can fill that hole, that void, to give you the power, the strength, that energy back. And only when you're ready, and you know you're ready, just let something funny come into your imagination now. Just allow that inner giggle, that inner smile that you may well have been missing. Just imagine what it feels like now, just to bring the funniest inner giggle that you could imagine to the surface. And using this new resource, this new powerful you, to push out just let it all come out now. Just imagine what it feels like now. Just to really, really let go. And allow that inner giggle, that inner smile you've been missing, just flood out now. And only when you're ready, just start drawing your attention back to your environment. Noticing any heaviness, any weight, any tension, any pressure that was building up in your body, just evaporate, dissipate and fade away. And just imagine what it feels like now. Just to, when you're ready, it's just to open your eyes with that powerful inner giggle. Just imagine it. Just imagine it for me for a moment. What it feels like there. Just to imagine that to happen. With that inner giggle just beaming from inside all the way around. Just imagine it. And just allow that inner giggle now. Just to trigger. And every time you see the colours red, yellow, green, blue, pink, white or black, red, yellow, green, blue, pink, white or black, whenever you see the colours red, yellow, green, blue, pink, white or black, whenever you see those colours, just imagine that inner giggle, that, just imagine it, just powerful imagination, just imagine it, what it feels like now, just to let that, your inner giggle, just trigger off and fire off and become so powerful inside your body now. And utilising it in future for when you need to. That little inner giggle, that little inner smile. Just imagine it now. And when you're ready and you know you're ready, just open your eyes, feel brand new. When you're ready, just leave us a comment. Just let us know what happened. Karl's gone really slow tonight. For anyone watching, I'd just like to thank Stan for his involvement in that. The first time I've let him in about 2 weeks. First time he's had it, and he's decided to get involved, which is always nice. So the key thing about this is about that preamble, that pre-build-up prior to me going in for what some of you may call a progressive muscle relaxation. You know, you don't have to, you know, at the end of the day, all it's about doing now, and what you can do is during this process, by the way, is keep allowing any pressure, any tension, any hurt, any pain, any guilt, any shame, anything, just to flood out. That's all you're doing. That's all you're going to do now. Is that throughout this session, as you listen to my voice, all you're going to do is just let it just flood out. Now we've opened up that subconscious, that unconscious, that monkey brain of yours. As we just open up even further, what's going to happen now is that pressure and that tension can keep flooding out now. Just allow it peacefully and calmly throughout the day, throughout the week, however you choose. So just to clarify that on Wendy, I'm not very good at letting go malarkey. That's fine. You will do. You'll find a time and a place. You'll find when you need to. The point being is about as you just let that go, as you just do that, you'll be able to do it in your own time when you're ready. The key thing about letting go is being at a threshold. That's the king. That's the key to this. It's about being at a threshold when you're ready to let go. That is one of the key things. I had to be at a threshold to let go. Yes, Stan brought comedic levity at the right time. Yes, you're absolutely right. That's what I had to do. I had to change tack slightly due to the fact of a dog. But yeah, that was the point. So yeah, but you will, at the end of the day, this type of hypnosis isn't for everybody. All I've done is taken you through a relaxation process and drawing your attention to something. That's all it is. All right. All I'm doing is drawing your attention. The key fundamental point about tonight is it's not about being pink and fluffy and all that lot. It's about just drawing your attention to your imagination and your focus. That's all we're doing. If you let go of something, brilliant. If you didn't, work on it. Do it yourself. We talk about self-hypnosis. We talk about self-hypnosis. This is what it is, just bringing your attention. When we do breathing, hopefully I've got Dan Brule coming on here. This is Tony Robbins' breathing coach. We've got him coming on. And he'll draw your attention. We'll do exercises and he'll draw your attention in. He will do that. And the key thing about this is that first preamble that I gave you about hypnosis, about being in your hypnosis, choosing your hypnosis, allowing your hypnosis, doing what you need to do to get your hypnosis, was just my preamble. And when we talk about that, that's all we're doing, just leaving those voids. Most of you see me working like an absolute maniac. Just do this, just do that, just do this. That's brilliant, that's fine. But sometimes we have to just slow it all the way down just to allow those things to come out. Subliminals. Can we talk to parts ourselves? Absolutely. Remember, guys, this is really, really, really important that you get this. Is that the hypnotist is merely a person that's guiding. They're just a third person to amplify the state. That's all I do. You can do this stuff yourself. All right. Joseph was in a wild forest, but that's the key thing. All you've got to do is just do this. Just keep saying hypnosis instead of relax. Just say hypnosis. Just try that. I mean, I somebody brought my attention to it the other day that, in the Ellman book, it's saying, oh, don't use the word hypnosis. I think that we've gone past that. It's a book that was wrote in the 1940s, But on the same token, I just think use that hypnosis. Tell yourself you're going to have hypnosis, and then try it that way instead of the word relax. There you go. Yeah, self-hypnosis. Yeah, Simon. They are just metaphors and models. That's all they are. Everything that we do is just a metaphor and model. And if we draw conclusions that every metaphor and model that we do is wrong, then guess what? Don't forget, all this shit's just made up. And if you did have an experience, that's the key thing there. The whole hypnosis induction there was just me drawing your attention to certain parts of your body. Now, some people would say that's the same as a PMR. I would disagree because relax doesn't cut the mustard. All I've done is tweaked it around, and I didn't start at the top of your head. All I did was draw your attention to your little toe. That's all I did. When people say to me, you can't hypnotize me, I go, just think about your little toe. And I go, yeah, that's it. And just allow that now. Just allow that now. I'm trying to read these. I did emotion detox myself and nothing happened in the moment, but the following day I shouted out at the top of my lungs in a closed car in such a relief and came out of nowhere. Absolutely. These things happen. Do you know what I mean? Most people seem to think that it happens there and then. If we go back to that snow globe metaphor that I use as well, it's about just shaking it and then letting all the bits come down. And sometimes those things happen. that we just sit there and we may feel emotion just come out. It may be just that point where your pressure cooker is ready to go pop. That's the key thing about this. It's about just using it. And if you can just use it in your way, that's the key fundamental thing. So many people get themselves so caught up. You know, and we could do this for some time, you know. Just go like that. What's this? In my opinion, when you tell someone just to relax, they know the different state. It's a different state than hypnosis, and more difficult for them to go into trance. That's how I feel. Relax hypnosis. Yeah. So let me just cover that. Hypnosis. Relaxation and hypnosis are not the same thing. Hypnosis is a pure state of focus. Relaxation is a byproduct of hypnosis. I do not need relaxation to go into hypnosis. I don't need somebody to be relaxed to go into hypnosis. I don't need it. So yeah, so the key thing about this is it's about utilizing it, is about making sure that you use your own hypnosis. And a lot of people get caught in that. And you know, you've got to start using the word hypnosis more and more and more. I could have kept your eyes open then and just allowed that subconscious just to open up. What I'm actually still doing, don't forget, is I'm still giving you suggestions. I'm still giving you the suggestions to let go, to be free, to allow that inner giggle to fire off. All those things there will happen for you when you're ready. They will happen for you when you're ready. That's the key thing. All right? And the key thing is that most people are like, oh, I need to go do, I need to do the Elman induction, I need to do this, I need to do that. You don't need to do any induction. Just use the word hypnosis, trance, or whatever you want to use, and then get the person to start focusing and then start to imagine. That's the key part to this. Bring that focus and imagination together and bang, you've got it. Yeah, you never know. You never know what could happen in another couple of days. I get people that say that, oh, nothing happened for the first 2 days, and then 3 days later I burst into tears. Was it anything to do with the hypnosis? Yeah. Those who didn't get anything tonight, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just one of those things, you know. You may go away later and you may go think about it. And leaving long pauses as well. I'm completely going opposite end of the scale of what I normally talk about, by the way. Wendy, I used to find it difficult. Next time, give yourself permission and you'll be fine. Yeah, you know, little things like that. It's about... people might not be in the right place. They might not be at the right time. You know, it might be... People may feel uncomfortable doing it on here. Whatever. You know, I mean... You know, I'm giving you something that I want you to now take away what I've given you today, right? And I want you to sit down on your own and just use the word hypnosis. Draw your attention to a body part and then amplify that around the body. I go to the toe. I just imagine your feet, just imagine your toe, bring it up to, and then just make it bigger and bigger. You know, that's all I do. Just drawing attention. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. In human givens, they suggest that you sort the emotional issues out of the day, and the dreams could be similar. Absolutely, but I still think that once we've got that avenue open and we just say to it, it's perfectly fine to do that, then guess what? Interesting. Good. I've hypnotized people with high anxiety while a man has severed ankle, close to dying. I hope that wasn't because of your session. Anyway, so how did we find that? How did you find that just then, by the way? How did you find that? Just let us know. Janet, the hope. You know, at the end of the day, it may not happen now. That's what I was just saying then. It may not happen now. It may happen in the next couple of days. It may not even happen for you in this. This may not be the right setup for you. I just wanted to change tack tonight just to prove that we can let go. And now I've opened it up as a hypnotist. As I've opened it up now, and I'm just opening up and just letting all of that pressure and tension just flood out your body. That's the key thing that we've got to look at. You've just got to let go when you're ready. Yeah, not everyone will go every time. And the key thing is that you can take this away. I gave up inductions years ago. I still teach them, but I like to show. Yeah, confidence is key. Confidence is absolutely key. And the point is we could have gone on there for another 20 minutes. My biggest concern is the carpenter next door was just leaving and Stan thought he was going to throw in some type of, suggestion. That's all I'll say. But yeah, at the end of the day, it can happen. Horses for courses. Maybe for those people who didn't experience anything tonight, maybe that's your chance. And I believe both of you are. You're in the hypnosis group. You're in our Wendy is. And who else was there? Janet. Yeah, you're both in the group. So there's nothing stopping you asking somebody in our Facebook group. By the way, if you don't know, if you're not a member, you can't join. But on the same token, if you are a member, there is a Facebook group, and we've got that you can join. It's hidden behind the scenes. You can join, and we've all been practicing. We've got a hypno lottery going on at the moment. But yeah, maybe that's an opportunity to find somebody with a bit of experience and maybe experience your hypnosis that way. Maybe that's a way, Wendy. Maybe Janet as well. Don't mean to highlight you, but just whatever you want. Just like there. That's a good question. So how do you know which strategy will work with your client? I think that comes with experience. I used to go crashing in like a bull in a china shop and do everything as quick as I can and do this, that and the other. But then I slowly realised that some people you can visibly see on their faces. And if they're absolutely caked in anxiety when they're coming in, sometimes I will see what's going on. I will gauge on that person there and then. It's so hard to say, but I can normally tell by the way they're jittering. And my preamble prior to it as well, that will give me an indication how good they are going to be at hypnosis. Because you don't want to go in and go blow the doors off and really wreck it for them. There you go. Nice one, Wendy. Nice one, Janet. Yeah, massive. Your body language is all of that. I mean, if they're all scrunched up and tensed up and they're not ready to go anywhere, then guess what? I'm going to I will make them calm down prior to me doing anything. There's no point. There's no point me trying to hammer it home. But if somebody's having a complete and utter panic attack, and they're not listening, even Daryl, and they're not listening, then I will go full blown. But you have to, it just comes from experience. I think that's the key thing, is that I will go hard and fast on some people, and I'll just slow down on some people, all dependent on what their state is at that moment in time. So guys and girls, I know it's massively different to what I have been doing, and stuff like that, but I just thought I would do that just to show people that what you can do, how you can do stuff. Yeah, I remember a client going into hypnosis during a pre-talk. Absolutely, yeah. You've got to remember that the hypnosis induction, that the hypnosis induction is merely just a formality. It's a mechanical thing. That's all you're doing. If people start going off in the induction, in the pre-talk, brilliant. What did I do all the way through there? I was talking about, you may notice you're starting to blink. You may notice that hypnosis coming up through your body. You may notice it's starting to hit the top of your eyelids. That hypnosis, your hypnosis. And some of you were probably blinking in your chair. Going from there. I'm not going down that rabbit hole tonight. Yeah, rapport is a huge thing as well. Well, you say rapport. I think I don't necessarily. I can gauge. I think a lot of people gauge me prior to them coming to me. They get to gauge me by this YouTube channel. They think, oh yeah, I like that. So when I start doing that, then they go from there. Anyone who's not in the group, by the way, it's you got to get checked off first. But yeah, if you go to the WASI, if you go to the WASI group, if you go to the back end of the YouTube site, if you're a member, then it'll be there. I'm not putting it on here because otherwise everyone will join it. And I'll have to sit there all day deleting people. But yeah, anyone got any questions for me? Yeah, absolutely. The pre-talk is probably all I need. You know, just sitting there doing stuff like that, and then going about it that way. That's a great question, Annie. Okay, can you overload a client with hypnosis? Is it possible to do too much in one go? I firmly believe so. I believe, especially the way that I work, that's why I rarely work over an hour. I will my sessions average 45 minutes. If I'm done in 35, I'm done in 35. If I'm done in 45, I'm done in 45. However, I do allocate 90 minutes per session. And the point being is that not only they're going to get overwhelmed, you can get overwhelmed as well. You know, you can start getting tired working with people. So normally at around 45 minutes, I normally start to bin it, especially if I've let go of a lot. But you gauge it. You have to gauge it per session. You have to gauge that per session, and the reason being is that you've got to gauge it with them. If they've let a load out, if they've been letting an enormous amount out, cut your sessions short, because otherwise they're not working, you're not working, and it goes from there. Eddie, I believe that have the use of metaphor and stories required. Yeah, they do, absolutely. Hypnosis only starts with a good pre-talk. Absolutely. Like I said the other day. And by the way, if you didn't know, I was on a TV I was on Insider TV the other day. I did their YouTube channel thing, and one of the things that we were discussing in there is about rooting out some of the bullshit that's fed to people. And one of them was about the pre-talk and about sitting there. And I had to actually speak to the camera guy, because I've done several TV shows now. And it's quite funny, actually, that when I'm talking to the camera, like I would do with you now, or when I'm doing Zoom and I'm talking down there, I've had it on 2 occasions where the cameraman has fallen over. Or gone. I don't feel too good. That's a fact. And the key thing is it goes about there. So, yeah, so that can happen. So, yeah, so... Oh, just lost the sound for a minute. There you go. My client yesterday, 3rd session, had so strong neck pain as I started to detox, and she freaked out and wanted to stop the session. How would you proceed from there? Turn the pain down. Turn the pain down and allow the subconscious just to keep working on it over the next few hours, next few minutes, next few days, whatever it needs to do. But part of that is about you educating them. That this is perfectly normal. It's fine. Just let it happen, and we're letting go of all of it now. And I would act quickly, but I'd do anything like sticking my hand, not under their throat, but imagining, just push. Like some of you now, if I did this and I went, just push my hand underneath your stomach, and I push up, and I push up, and I push up, and I push up, and let go now. Some of you may experience something like that. That's exactly what I would do in that situation. Daryl, if you have an intense session with a client, how quickly after the session would you contact and check them in? I normally give them 48 hours. I normally tell them 48 hours is when we're going to kick in. Around 48 hours. Like last week when I was working with people on a Friday, I would tell them to call me on a Monday just to see where we are with it. Yeah, and with what Eddie's just said there, is that I would just get them to, I'd gauge it. Everything that you do is gauging. It's not about me saying, yeah, just smash it up. I would gauge it. I seriously would. I would sit there and go, right, we can get this done now. Give them the confidence in your ability and say, we're going to do this now. Let's get back to wearing glasses. Oh my God. I get that all the time while I'm chatting with people, Karl. That's why I became a hypnotist. Yes, and a good one you are, my dear sir. I like the black corporate shirt. I'm actually in the process of getting these sorted out right now. And yeah, we're just trying to get these sorted out. Eddie wanted one as well. So we're just sorting out with the company right now, the embroidery company, the black tops and the hypnotist on there. So if anyone wants one, I'll let you know next week once I've sorted out with the company what we're going to do. I might have to buy them in bulk and then you have to buy them off me and then go from there. So, because some of you are overseas, you see. Yeah. Yeah, I like these black ones, actually. So, yeah. Is any, by the way, the reason I've slowed right down is are people still letting go? Are people still noticing things moving and still doing things? Have you got any pressure or tension or anything like that that's still leaving your body? Because it can still happen now. I had a client coming back just for a chat. Do you accept those? I don't mind. Most people phone me up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I would. Benito, when doing sessions, can you just use NLP without using any hypnosis? Well, when you look at NLP, right? So let's go back to where I sit with it with hypnosis. Hypnosis is about you're thinking about a formal hypnosis induction and then amplifying it. What is hypnosis? A pure state of focus and imagination. What are most of the NLP techniques that you may have been taught utilizing? Focus and imagination. It's all just there, you know. Some people call this an abreaction. This freak out. Is indeed a golden opportunity to get the release. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. When we've got releases like that. Get thoughts on continuation of hypnosis. I'm still releasing. All right. Yeah. You constantly. Once we open up that there. Once we open it up, then it's allowing it just to go on. You can do it in your own time. Good. So, how are we, folks? I see a couple of people have just messaged me on here as well. I think it's because they don't want to tell me on here. Good. Guys, don't forget, don't bother trying to join the Facebook group, by the way, if you're not a member. It's only for members only. So we'll just go through them. I'll go through them later on. If you're not a member, it's unfortunate. But if you want to become and get the link off of there, you're more than welcome to. And then go from there. So, guys, you got any more questions for me? Anyway, got any more questions about anything that I've done tonight or anything that you'd like to do? Yeah, it'll release what it can do. Yeah, so, folks. Now, if it could stop my tinnitus, it would be perfect. Now, at the end of the day, I've got hearing. Well, I did have hearing aids. I was testing them out last week. They just made my tinnitus even worse. But my bit of advice on tinnitus is that if somebody comes to you with tinnitus, is to basically get an ears, nose, throat specialist done first. Get them to a doctor so they can check there's no structural damage. Mine, through years and years of firearms training, has damaged that right ear. That's just through the way that I fire them because of the way that the ear defenders got knocked off. That's just one of the things. So I've got structural damage to my ear. So my tinnitus is with me. You can throw a control room at me all you like, but it ain't going to happen. And that's the key thing. So anyone with tinnitus, my strong advice is that you send them to an ENT first and then find out if it's structural or stress. That's the best way of dealing with it. You know, my metaphor, emotions are like air bubbles trapped in a mud. Hypnosis turns the mud to water and the emotion pops up. Yeah, cool. Cheers, Eric. Thank you very much. See, I just thought I'd do something different tonight, a little bit slower and a little bit just showing it doesn't have to be all hell bent all the time. But on the same token, if we just go back to where we were, it's about just drawing people's attention, focus to an area, focus to that area. That's all we're doing. Just drawing focus to an area and then using imagination. Once we have that focus and then utilize the imagination, the world's your lobster. Pardon me. Fizzy tea. It's all them took a bubbles. What's this? Any chance you could demonstrate emotional detox session from the beginning, induction detox, whatever you do with your clients? Yeah, we could do that tomorrow if you like. Do that tomorrow. Do that tomorrow if you like. I can do that from start to finish. We have got a stop smoking session, by the way, from start to finish next week. We're going live with that next week. I'm actually going to do the stop smoking session. We've actually recorded the first phase of it. We're gonna record that first phase, and what we're going to do is we are going to release that this week, and then what will happen is you'll see what I do as part of the pre-talk on there, and what I do on the session, and then we go from there. All right. Yeah, I know, Keith. I didn't want to say anything on here, by the way. But yeah, I can do that tomorrow. I can go demonstrate from the beginning all the way from emotional detox and all the way through. Yeah, I could probably do that live tomorrow. We'll do a session on that tomorrow. If you'll get your chairs ready, sit down tomorrow, we'll do that. I like your inner child stuff. Could you do that sometime? We'll probably do that tomorrow. Lisa Matt. Usual in about another quarter to. Yeah, so tomorrow. Paul Gibson, right? I keep trying to call Paul, right? I'm not going to do something. I'm not going to see if he's going to answer his phone. Paul Gibson, because that's the type of person I am, because Paul keeps promising to call me back, and I hope he watches this back. So, let's see what happens. So, the key thing is, ladies and gents, is that we're just going to... let's see if Paul answers. This is how bad I am, isn't it? Tomorrow we're going to do emotional detox, and then we're going to go through some other elements, bits and bobs like that. Come on, Gibbo, answer your phone. He promised he was going to call back today. We are going to have Paul Gibbo on. We are going to have him. I was going to put him on the spot right then. I do speak to Paul quite often. I just go to school with him. So at the end of the day, he'll be coming on probably next week once he answers his phone. And the other one as well, I've got some other people coming up as well. I've got Dan Brewer, and I've also spoke to some other top trainers from around the globe to do that as well. All right. So we'll do the emotional detox. Thanks, Deborah. Deborah, thank you very much, Deborah, for becoming a member. It's always nice. We can always tell who the members are because they're in green. They're in green and in other colours. So those people that have been with us for over a month, then guess what? Then your name pops up. And don't forget the group that we have set up, the Facebook group. It's not, if you can't be bothered to invest in me, I'm not going to invest in you. It's a very simple equation. I'm being brutally honest with you. But that's the key thing there. For those people who are members, then you will get the benefits. For those people who aren't, you just get booted. So there you go. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for your support. Thank you for this as well. It's always nice to do things to help people out. So guys and girls, good. Cheers, Debs. Thanks very much. So yeah. So I was hoping that Paul might call back then. But anyway, I'm rambling. The reason being is that I just want to make sure everyone's fine and good like that. All right. So don't forget, guys. This is a membership site. If you want to go back scene and go help out and join the hypnosis lottery that we did yesterday, and join them monthly ones where we get people to work with people around the globe. These people in green, they're currently working with people with inside the group from around the globe who they didn't even know. Mario, I will deal with that later. So if you want to buy, by the way, the Hypnotic Masterminds package, what you have to do what you have to do is, let me just do this. Brand. It's around here somewhere, Carl. Right. So if you want to, you go to that scan code there, go with your mobile phone, your mobile device, scan that there. Then you go to get this code down the bottom here, which is Mastermind 100. Now, that will give you all of my online content courses at the moment. The key thing is that when you go to the payment thing, it'll say it's a payment thing at the top, and there's two parts to it, an options box or summary, I think that's called. It's called summary. In that summary is where you put the code. All right, you put the code in there. That's where you do it. All right, and I'll give you the £100 off. Good. Yeah, good. Yeah, so if you go backstage on this YouTube channel for members only, there's content for members only, and you'll see where to get the link for the group. All right, any problems, just give me a shout out. Guys, I'm gonna knock it on the head there, and I've got a client shortly, and then I'm really hoping that tomorrow you'll be able to see what's going on right in front of me, and I will probably give you a little bit of behind the scenes of what's going on. There is a massive TV monitor here. There is control boxes and other stuff, microphones, cameras, lights, the whole lot, and I didn't get it up and running today, but on the same token, let me just tell you something, if I can find it, that when you're working with TV and audio like I do all the time, I think that was it, that never buy cheap, right? And I'll tell you for why, right? Because I spent £100 and odd on new cables. I'll show you. There's a big pile of cables down here because I wanted to check I've been wanting to get everything set up for ages, and there was just one thing, and I couldn't figure it out. There was a noise in the background. Couldn't figure it out. That there, £4.95, knackered. That's why I've not been able to go live, and found out of spending all that money on cables and God knows what else, trying to figure out why I'm doing stuff wrong, and it was a little small adapter. So there. Yeah, buy cheap twice. I learned that one quite well, guys. So tomorrow we're going to be doing the emotional detox all the way from the very start, all the way through. All right. If you've done kinetic shift, or if you plan on doing kinetic shift is a bolt onto the end of what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. All right. So KS works really, really well. And I'll discuss that tomorrow as well. All right. So tomorrow's Thursday. Friday, by the way, is Q&A. Monday we're not going live, but I will be launching a video at 7:30 because it's bank holiday in England, and most people will probably be out and about, and I don't know what I'm up to. So Monday looks like it's being scrubbed, but Tuesday we will have a live client, I think, as if he's still watching, and we'll be doing on Tuesday. Let me just stop. On Monday or Tuesday, and I will let you know tonight, on Monday or Tuesday, I will be doing a live session in here from start to finish, stop smoking. So be prepared for about an hour and 20 minutes. All right? Let me just clarify that before I speak again, eh? Been a long, long day. Guys and girls, thanks very much for your time and attention tonight. I know it's been a bit slower tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed it, but don't forget, draw people's focus and attention to something, use their imagination, you have hypnosis. It's as very simple as that. The hypnosis induction is merely a byproduct. If you want to do it more and you want to amplify that situation, that's brilliant. All right. So from me and Stan, we're going to love you and leave you tonight, and I will see you at 7:30 tomorrow, where I'm going to do a complete hypnosis session tomorrow, and I will attempt to get somebody in this office tomorrow for you. All right. Either way, I will go through it all the way. Don't forget, if you are a member, get in the Facebook group. If you're not a member, become a member. $5 a month for all this training. Oh my God. Don't forget, guys, hit the like button as Eddie's just put up. If you've enjoyed tonight, my name's Karl Smith. If you haven't, it's Paul McKenna. And on that note, thanks very much for your time. And like I said, folks, don't forget, every night, go out there and practice. And when you finish practicing, practice some more. Go out there, go do it. Be safe, my friends. Hope you and your families are well. Loads of love to all of you. See you soon. See you tomorrow, 7:30. Bye-bye.